Hello friends, the National Library of Ayurveda Medicine is pleased to present a new episode on Ayurveda. The present release is part of a video lecture series prepared for the education of Ayurveda literature in accordance with the academic curriculum of Ayurveda studies in India. My name is Dr. Sumit Kesarkar and I will be your host throughout this video, which gives a brief explanation of Kapha Dosha and its 5 subtypes. Kapha is the conceptual equilibrium of Apaha and Prithvi. Kapha is structure and lubrication. It can be looked upon as the force that keeps the planets in their orbits through their movement around the sun. If disrupted, it can cause a disaster. Of the universal qualities, Kapha Dosha has a predominance of tamas. Kapha Dosha, as described in the introduction to Tridosha videos, is responsible for stability. It is a force that ensures that the universe goes on through continuous supply of energy. It is stored energy which Pitta transforms for usability and Vata disperses to various entities. To understand Kapha Dosha from a human perspective, we need to understand its function as depicted by Vagbhat in Ashtanghrudaya. Shleshma Sthiratva Stigdatva Sandhibandha Shamadibhihi. Kapha in its normal state governs stability, lubrication, compactness or firmness of the joints. It also governs forbearance, a unification of joints and healing as per Maharishi Sushrut. Kapha dosha's primary seat of location in the human body is described in Ashtanghrudaya. Kapha dosha is located in the chest, tongue, throat, head, Medha dhatu, which we can attribute to fat tissue, joints, nose, and stomach. Of these, the chest is considered most important. Ashtanghrudaya mentions one more location called Klom, whose identity with respect to human body is arguable, but many consider it to be the pancreas or soft palate in the mouth. The pathology of Kapha dosha can be studied when its proportions increase or decrease in the body. Since Kapha dosha governs stability of the body, prevents it from degenerating before time, and ensures constant supply of energy in a stored form, its abnormal increase logically would cause obstruction in the channels, increase of body mass, and wastage of nutrients. The increase of Kapha dosha is described in Ashtanghrudaya as Shleshma Agnisadan Prasek Alasya Gauravam Shwaitya Shaitya Shlathangatvam Shwasakas Atinitrita. In brief, the symptoms include paleness, hypothermia, rigidity, heaviness, disturbed digestion, excessive sleep, sensation of looseness of joints, lack of enthusiasm, obesity, obstruction of channels, loss of consciousness, excessive secretions in mouth, shortness of breath, cough. The decrease of Kapha dosha would cause an opposite reaction leading to quick degeneration of body parts, loss of body mass, instability, etc. The decrease of Kapha dosha is described in Ashtanghrudaya as Kaphe Brahmaha Shleshma Shayanam Shunyatvam Rudadrava Shlata Sandhita. In brief, the symptoms include low self-esteem, delirium, dryness, palpitations, joint malfunctions, pricking pain, body tremors, varied burning sensations. Kapha dosha carries out its various functions through its subtypes. We have already looked at the subtle relation of Kapha dosha and its subtypes, which are correlated to humors in modern terms, in the video giving Introduction to Tridosha. You are requested to watch the video to get more understanding of the relationship. Kapha dosha is the all-governing force in the cosmos, and humans are one part of its manifestation. In humans, Kapha dosha sustains the body along with the other two doshas, Pitta and Vata. However, Kapha dosha functions in the body are subject to malfunctions, which ultimately proves to be a contributing factor to the physical death of the body. Kapha dosha has various functions as described earlier, which are more specifically carried out or identified by its subtypes. The 5 subtypes of Kapha are Tarpak Kapha, Bodhak Kapha, Kledaka Kapha, Sleshak Kapha, and Avalambaka Kapha. They are different forms of mucus secretions or lubrications in the body. Let us have a brief description of each of the subtype. Tarpak Kapha. Tarpaka is originated from the word tarpan, which means to nourish. Tarpak Kapha means the one that gives contentment. Ashtang gives description of Tarpak Kapha as Shira Samstha Akshatarpanata Tarpakaha. It is located in the head and heart. It gives strength, nourishment, and lubrication to the nerves. Inwardly, it governs emotional calm and stability, happiness, as well as memory, the capacity to retain ideas. The practice of yoga increases this mental form of kapha as contentment and bliss. It has an inward motion and allows us to feel happiness in our own nature. It orients us towards inner forms of joy. Meditation promotes its secretion. Kledaka. Kledaka is originated from the word kledan, which means to moisten. Ashtang gives description of Kledaka as Shleshma yastav amashay samstitaha Kledaka so anna sanghata kledanat. It is located in the stomach. It can be correlated to the alkaline secretions of the mucous lining and as the mucous lining of the digestive tract in general. It is responsible for the liquefaction of food and for the first stage of digestion. It has a balancing action and mediates between the contents of the gastrointestinal tract and our internal tissues, as well as regulates the moisture content in the digestive process. It works in harmony with Pachak Pitta to protect the mucous lining of the digestive tract from being damaged by the heat of Pachak Pitta and Agni, the digestive fire. Shleshak Kapha. Shleshaka is originated from the root shlish, which means sticky. Shleshak Kapha means the one that gives lubrication. Ashtang gives description of Shleshak Kapha as Sandhi Samshlesha Achleshakaha Sandhishu Stitaha. It is located in the joints as the synovial fluid and is responsible for holding them together and affording ease of movement. It has an outward going action and affords us strength and stability in outer movement. Avalambaka. Avalambaka is originated from the word avalamba, meaning to be dependent. Avalambaka means the one that gives support or upon whom the body is dependent. Ashtang gives description of Avalambaka as Urasthasatrikasya swaviryataha Hridayasya annaviryacya tathastha ev ambukarmana Kapha cha sheshanam yata karotya avalambanam ato avalambakaha shleshama. It is located in the chest and trich, which can be correlated to the sacrum bone. In the chest region, it is located in the heart and lungs and gives lubrication to the chest. It is the storehouse of kapha, and upon it depend the action of all the other kaphas in the body. It creates not only the mucus and fluid lining of the lungs but also of the heart and throat. Avalambak corresponds to rasa dhatu, which is distributed by the lung and heart action. The heart and lungs is the area where all kapha is produced as a byproduct and hence it bestows strength to all kapha sites. It has a downward action and gives support. Avalambaka is the main form of kapha in the treatment of kapha diseases. Clearing the chest of phlegm through vamana or emesis, a procedure of panchakarma, is the main approach to treat kapha disorders throughout the body. Like Apan Vayu and Pachak Pitta, Avalambak Kapha is the key kapha subtype for the treatment of Kapha Dosha. Bodhak Kapha. Bodhaka originates from the word bodhan, meaning to perceive. Bodhak Kapha means the one that gives perception. Ashtang gives description of Bodhak Kapha as Rasa Bodhanata Bodhako Rasnasthai. It is located in the mouth and tongue. It governs the sense of taste. Like Kledaka Kapha, it is also part of the first stage of digestion. It has an upward moving action and gives us knowledge. Like Alochak Pitta, it resides in the head and affords perception. It governs our sense of taste in life and our refinement of taste as we seek subtler forms of enjoyment as we evolve. This concludes the video on Kapha Dosha and its 5 subtypes. I hope this video was informative and made the subject clear. Comments and feedback are highly appreciated and you can leave them by visiting the National Library's website at www.nlam.in or likewise by writing to me at vdsumit@gmail.com. Thank you for watching.